Hi. Today I want to talk about a technique that you can use to break up what you're doing in your solo and make the way that you're constructing your solo a little bit more interesting. And it's the idea of using two voices in your soloing. Now, this can mean a number of different things, but today I'm just going to talk about quite a simple idea where it's a little bit like you are playing as if you are two different players. So the easiest way to think of this is if you can imagine there's two guitar players and you're playing backwards and forwards between each other, trading licks in a way. But you're doing this by yourself. So I'll give you an example. I'm going to take a high voice and a low voice. So I'm going to play a lick high up, something like this. And then I'm going to play a lick in my second voice, which is going to be low down. So I'll just give you a couple of examples to show you what I mean. So I exaggerated that quite a lot to show what I was talking about, and I hope you could hear how, in a way, it sort of sounded a little bit like I was having a conversation with myself, going backwards and forwards between the high and the low. And you can further increase the kind of contrast between the sounds with things like, for example, you can play further towards the bridge with a kind of ponticello sound when you're playing high, and then over the neck with a sort of tasto sound when you're playing down low. So that it really does sound like two different instruments in a way. Now, the challenge with this is to make this flow and not sound kind of silly, just jumping between these two voices. But it's a fun thing to try, and if you spend some time with it in practice, hopefully you can find some ways of making it work without it kind of sounding a bit absurd, just kind of leaping between these two sounds. So here's an example of our Stevie Wonder style funk backing track, and I've done a solo where I've tried to use this technique to show some ideas for the way that it can work. I hope you enjoy it.